Welcome back to LearnWire. In this video, I will be doing an overview review of ClosersCopy. Now, this has been one of the top suggested softwares that a lot of you wanted me to do a review on the channel. So today we are going to dive into this. We're going to look at what this can do. Now, I'm going to try not to make this a really long video. Most of my videos go around the 30-minute mark. I'm going to try to go over all the functions, but not necessarily doing a lot of testing in this video. But make sure you subscribe to the channel because I will be doing a lot of modules and testing with ClosersCopy because it is a massive software that has so many things that you can do with it. So there's just no way I can go over all that in one, compressed review. So we're going to look at it. We're going to look at the pricing. We're going to maybe do a little bit of testing to see what the quality is and then see what the types of different copies that you can create with ClosersCopy. But then make sure you tune in and subscribe because in my next video, I'll be going over some of the workflows that make this software unique from other AI generators, where it'll take you through a certain workflow very quickly and you'll be able to create sales copy for sales letters or long form blog posts and etc. So before we jump in real quick, let's see who won the video from the last video, who won my course, how to create YouTube videos fast using AI software. I will leave a link below. You can go check out this really cool course that I made. It's only 1 hour long. It'll get you going. If you want to build a YouTube business, a faceless YouTube channel, and start making passive income from that, then this will get you started on how you can actually do it yourself and not outsource. So this one isn't really about outsourcing. It's actually about how you can do it yourself for very, very cheap and create some very high quality videos using AI. Let's see who won this one real quick. So I'm gonna go over here to this last video, copy the link. We're gonna come into our tool and get rid of that and continue. It's loaded 21 comments and if it draws somebody that's already won, then I'll go ahead and just redraw, okay? Okay, so we've got John Lundy. You made a comment on Wordhero is a great tool. Interesting. A lot of ideas you come up with. I will be thinking of getting it. Thanks. So John Lundy, you are today's winner of the course. So congrats. All you have to do is email me at learnwirereviews@gmail.com. So email me there. And then I will get you set up with, and I'll send you over the course for free. So let's jump into today's review. So we are on ClosersCopy, okay? So transform your ideas into engaging blogs and irresistible marketing copy. And they have a Facebook community, and this tool has been around for a while now. And one great thing I will say about this is that they do continue to improve their software on a daily basis. They're constantly adding new features, constantly adding new functionality and improvements to the software. And I'm excited to go back in and test this. I've actually had a membership to this. At any point you want to go and get ClosersCopy, there is a lifetime deal down below. The first link will be a lifetime deal. And then the second link, if you want to just pick this up for a month to try it out, or if you just want a monthly tool for now, and you don't have the money to invest in the lifetime deal, then you can pick it up for a monthly subscription as well. I will leave both links below and go pick this up. So there is a really cool video you can watch right here that shows them how they created a workflow for a 20-minute blog post. I'm going to do my own testing and go over that probably in the next video. So you want to subscribe so you can see my next video as well. And so they have a really good sales page. The founder of this company is a copywriter, a professional copywriter, so they know how to make their copy. They know the importance of a sales page and the copy that is going to be on the sales page. So that's what started off ClosersCopy. That's why it says ClosersCopy. You're closing the deal. You need really good sales copy to close a deal online. And so that's where they got their name, but it's since then developed into a lot more stuff like the long form blog posts. You can write long form sales letters, blog articles. There's different frameworks, workflows. As you can see, and then you can write in 100+ different languages, multi-AI, there's teams. It just keeps going. So it's really, really big, the software. So we can't go over everything in here. but we are going to go and start looking at this. But there is a pricing, starter, professional, and unlimited. And you have a monthly plan right here. For $29 a month, you can get started, right? And then you can get the professional plan, which is $49 a month, and you'll get 120,000 words. That'll be enough for most people, which is really good. And it's even less than Jarvis, just a little bit less than Jarvis, but it's kind of keeping on track with Jarvis pricing, starting at $29. Which would help small businesses, especially with short form content and all. And maybe if you just need to get, 5 to 10 blog articles out a month, the starter plan would work. But if you're actually a full-time blogger, a professional plan probably would work for you. Or you could get into the unlimited. And then there is a lifetime link below where you can pick this up for, I believe, like around $300. I'll leave that link below as well. So we're going to go and check this out. So I'm going to jump in. I'm already on the dashboard. This is what it looks like. One cool thing to point out in ClosersCopy is that if you want it to be a little easier on the eyes, then you can just click this button here and you can put it into dark mode. Okay. So that's really cool that you can use dark mode. For some weird reason, I don't function very well in dark mode. My brain just feels like I can't find stuff in dark mode. I don't know why. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it in light mode. Yes, when the contrast there, it really is bright. You don't notice how bright your screen is and probably how harsh that is on your eyes until you actually click that button and you can see how bright the screen is in light mode. But I'm going to stick with bright mode for this tutorial. And so you can see I have used I've had the software for at least 6 months. I used it to do some sales copy. Now I launched a product that was called Bulletproof Video Machine, and I actually wrote the entire I'm going to go push open right here. I just want to show you guys an example. Now right over here, this was actually an article I tried to write, so just ignore that one. But here's the sales page, 423 words. I'm going to open that up real quick. I did do the sales copy in here, and I published this on my site, and I made a lot of sales on my product. So this actually did work really well. You're going to see the main bullet points are going to be over here, so you can actually skip to them right away. It's kind of like a tables of content. Or the outline. So you can actually read through this. It was actually a template, and I want to do a full review or a full tutorial as well on how to do a sales page using ClosersCopy. I won't be doing that in this video. I won't be doing a really long form blog article as well, but those are 2 other tutorials I really want to make for you guys. But you can go and grab a tool inside of here. Inside of ClosersCopy, they have all the tools over here on the left-hand side. We're going to go over those in a minute, but you can just pause the video and read through this. It was actually, so where the yellow is where they're telling you that you need to edit. So they actually prompt you where you need to edit the text, and you're going to still go through here. You can see right here, I actually put my product name in there as well. So you're going to want, if you're going to be selling a product and using AI to generate this sales page, you are going to want to read through the whole thing and make sure it all makes sense and replace the stuff that you need to, right? How can I solve and then this might have just said problem. I put YouTube success problem, right? And then I've got the answer. So it wrote all this stuff, and then you just basically fill it in. You fill in the blanks and you have a nice sales copy page. So that was really, really cool. We're going to come back over. I'm going to go back into the dashboard real quick. So if you go over back to the dashboard, you have the different products, you have settings, you have teams, you can change your image out over there. And if you click products, you can see right over here, I have the unlimited plan. You can go back over here to a dashboard. So you're going to go over here and just click on new project. So I'm going to go over here. Let's just do something like top 5 benefits of the keto diet. So we'll just do keto diet today and see what kind of copy we can come up with. So we just added that over here, and now we're going to go open in here. So once you have your project opened, now you can do multiple different documents inside of here. Like, what if you need to do a sales page? What if you need to write an article on this? What if you need to make a video? All kinds of stuff. We're going to go over here and just click new document. And this one's just going to be, well, I guess we could have just said keto diet, but we're going to say, I'm just going to put the same thing, top 5 and this one's just going to be kind of a test. So then you open it up again. So that's one thing that's a little, now it's to keep you organized at a hierarchy level, right? So if you have, like right there, if you have a keto blog, you might have that first step that I typed in, the top 5 benefits of the keto diet. I might want to just put my keto blog, just label that one keto blog. And then inside of that, I'm going to have, 30, 50, 100 projects inside of that one, right? So that's kind of how I should have done it. So we're in here, and this is what the long form editor looks like. This is what it looks like. So it's just a nice blank page, which is actually great because you can just start writing if you want to right here. You can put in the title up here. Okay, top 5 benefits. Now there's a ton of different buttons. We can make this an H1, or an H2 or an H3. You can change the font, the header. We can change the text size, format painter. There's emojis inside. There's all the basic text editors in here, bullet points, indexing, all that kind of good stuff. You can insert images. You can insert a table and all kinds of good stuff. Now over here is where you're going to spend most of your time. Now you can come in here to long form and click this long form button. You can choose the creativity or for it to, it's on 44, but you can say longer or shorter. So we're going to just say let's just go to 45. Okay. And there's different shortcuts. There's different contexts, right? So what we can do is you can say write for me, but we're going to go check out some more of the tools. Right here real fast. So you have frameworks. So you have frameworks in here, and let's just say right now that you can definitely tell how much time and money that they have spent in this tool. The user interface is really, really beautiful. They just have a really clean, very crisp, very fast user interface. I mean, it is one of the best. I will say that this is it's just one of the most impressive interfaces that I've seen. And I always thought that from the very beginning, the very first time I logged into this. So we're going to, one thing that I had noticed when I first started with the AI generator, not the wizards or the templates they already have, those are really good. But the AI writer at the very beginning 6 months ago, I wasn't that impressed with. So that's why I haven't used the tool much. But it seems to be getting better from what I have gathered. So that's why it brings us into our review today. You can do opening emails, call to action emails, subject email lines, right? They just have a ton of frameworks in here. Now you can go by category. Look at this. You can actually go through all these different ones right here. If you're making a landing page, you could click that and it's going to give you, the landing page one, or podcasts, or business, or blogs. So there's a ton for blogs in here, right? What is blog recipe? So there's blog recipes, just some really good stuff. And so that would be the frameworks. There's workflows, and I am going to go into workflows as well. The community library. Not sure why that's not pulling up. But you have workflows, and I'm going to go over some workflows as well. And then there's insights over here. So we're going to need text, and there's a wizard right here. So if you want to go and do a sales letter, then you could do this ultimate sales letter, and it will take you through steps to create your sales letter from. Whoop, what happened? Let's click open again. I don't know why that's blanked out right there, but that's okay. All right, so you have other libraries, downloads. You can change the language right here by clicking on that, and you can actually change your language right here, which is super cool, very beneficial. And you can still change the dark mode right here, or go back into light mode, which is a super cool function. You can save. And you have training 101 right there, and go to documents. Okay, so let's get started real quick. So we'll go back to the long form over here, and I'm just going to say something like, well, I guess I'm just going to say write for me now and just see what it comes up. Your context needs to be at least 25 words. Okay, so we do need to highlight something. You know what I'm going to do before we go into long form? We're actually going to go into frameworks. And then we're going to go into right over here, we're going to go to blogs, and then we're going to go into an introduction. So we're going to open that up. So then we have this on the side, and then we're going to say write for me. It's going to go out there and write an introduction for us. So the ketogenic diet is a high-fat, moderate protein, low-carb diet. This helps control your blood. Learn the 5 benefits of following a keto diet. That one's great. So all you have to do is just push. You can favorite it, you can trash, you can copy. We're just going to add that in right there. Okay, so we have that. So then now what we can do is come back over, exit out of that. And I think we can highlight this whole thing over here. Push the long form button, and then now we should be able to push write for me. And now it's going to go out there and add more content based on what we highlighted. So what's more, you'll also learn about the healthiest forms of fats, carbs, and proteins. Take the quiz to find out which foods, what are the benefits of the keto diet, the healthiest fat, carbs, and proteins, 5 benefits of following a ketogenic diet. 1, control blood sugar. Okay, so I think it did just come up with that right there. So then let's see what we're going to do here. I think I'm going to put my cursor right here. And let's see right here. What's more, the brief was written by. So it wrote over here and it actually put this in right over here, but it also came up with some other ones down over here too. So that's kind of interesting. Not really sure like where the content is over here on the right hand side in green, but it also came up with content right here. I'm going to put the cursor right there and say write for me again. And it automatically highlighted all of that text. So it's what I'm thinking it's doing is what like Jarvis does is that it's going to take all this content and then it's going to continue writing. So what we have is summing up all the dietary carbs. A high carb diet can cause a spike in blood sugar levels. So I'm not seeing where it didn't go into number 2. Okay. And so yeah, this top one is what went over to here. But see right here, we have this number 1, like it was starting to control blood sugar levels, your brain and nervous system run on glucose, but it didn't really connect the two. For me, it didn't really stay on topic. And it stayed on topic. It's still talking about, keto diet, but over here it's talking about diabetes, and we're really not getting into the benefits. And so right there, I'm not really understanding where it came up with that for us. Okay. So what we're going to do is, the write more in the long form ultimately expands your copy. So it should be able to just, oh, okay, maybe I need to put something in the context over here. So, bear with me guys. I haven't logged in this for 6 months. Contrast, condition, if, unless, addition. So you can use the shortcuts there. So what we're going to do is the context here is we're going to say, I'm going to say creative, shorter, and we're going to say write for me. So it's taken that context and it should be using the context right here, which is top 5 benefits of keto diet. Let's see if it does a little bit better. Okay, there we go. It's getting a lot better. This is important because when your blood sugar levels, so that one is just an expansion of this sentence over there. And then 2, lower cholesterol levels when your body turns fat into energy, keep the inflammation. Okay, so it's on a roll right now. Keep inflammation in check, and then write for me. Right, so it's gathering all that context now. So I didn't put in, I thought that it would gather from the title, but apparently it doesn't. So we put in top 5 benefits of the keto diet up here in context, and it seems to be doing a lot better job now with coming up with content now. So we have 1, 2, 3. So as I've said many times before, inflammation. So right there, you would just come and fix that. That's just an extension. Here's number 4. It prevent Alzheimer's disease, and then boost brain health. So there's number 5. So it's exactly what we were looking for. It's written those, and then we can come up and say conclusion if we wanted to as well. Another thing, in order to control the conclusion, we could come over here and go into frameworks real quick. I like how you can do all this inside of one thing is just a little noticeable about just the functionality is that you have to come over here to click that button, and then you have to come all the way back over here to the right side. It'd maybe be kind of cool if there was some type of button on the right side, since we're staying on the right side, if that makes sense, just to make it even easier for us. But right now I need to go, I'm going to go back. Okay, yeah, so blogs. Now we want to see if there's a conclusion. So there's a conclusion. We're going to open that up. And we're going to just say, I don't know why this is not. All right, we're going to put that in there, and we can get as creative as we want, or we can just say it like that. So let's see, we're going to go out there and write this conclusion real quick. Now, just to give you a warning, I can see how this video is going to hit that 30-minute mark. There's just no way to do a review on ClosersCopy in 10 minutes. So it's going to end up being a pretty long video. I apologize, guys, but I want it to be thorough, and I want to give enough information out there for people to make a decision if they want to at least go check it out or not, right? So we have this. The ketogenic diet is incredibly effective method of weight loss, and by eating low carb, moderate, 70 pounds a week, you'll be able to feel great. Here's the top 5 reasons. So right there, we would just, I'm going to use that one. We're going to put our cursor over here, push return, and then push the plus button. And then what we'll do is like here, we reviewed the top 5 reasons why keto is the best way to lose weight. Okay, so it's showing us that we have 471 words right there. A pretty decent little blog post. Obviously, we would want to expand on this, okay? So there's some other things that we can do too. I'm going to go like this. I want to show you briefly, we want to go and see what the workflow is going to do for us, okay? So I'm going to go back to documents. It automatically saves, which is cool. And then we're going to do new document real quick, and I'm going to just put that in there, and then we're going to say workflow test. And I'm not going to do the whole thing. I want to show you the comparison of the different ways that you can write in here, which is cool because there are different ways that you can write, and you'll decide which one works best for you. If you like switching between the frameworks and using long form, that works great. That's what I just demoed. We're going to go into workflows real quick. For whatever reason, it's not letting me get in that. Okay, so right here, you should be able to drop in here, but it's not letting us do anything. It's not letting us type anything in either. So you just click this Browse Community Workflows. That might be a bug they might need to kind of fix. But look at all these different ones that other people, like users, can make workflows that are super useful in different niches. And they share them with the community. You can actually go and use these. You can push the plus button and use that workflow and go test them out and stuff, right? So one is specifically for coffee, writing about coffee. There's one right there, but we're going to go and find the one that is from Nico, the creator of this. We could use the ultimate sales letter, the ultimate blog post from Nico. He's the creator of ClosersCopy. So we're going to click that one, plus. And once you open that one up, so I'm going to put the ultimate sales letter one right there, and then video type 1. Look at this. There's different videos. Oh, that's awesome. So we'll go back and check that stuff out too. Okay, so that's how you add. You actually have to go into Browse Community Workflows, add the ones that you want to use. Once you add them all, they'll go into the different categories. So if I want sales letter, here's sales letter ones, blogs. So you actually have it under categories. Okay. So a little tricky at first, but then once you add them and you figure it out, then it's pretty easy. So we have this ultimate blog post right here. I wanted to just briefly show this. Again, I'm going to make a full 20 to 30 minute tutorial on just using this, but I just wanted to add this in here just so we can all see how to use this. And you can actually move this. I like the customization of if you want, how much you want to split the screen, right? So we can actually come over here. I'm going to split it about like that. And so right here, if we have that as our test, I'm going to go ahead and just delete that. You're going to put in a headline in step 1. So it's a series of steps right here that you're just going to click and push right for me. And then now it's going to specifically has its own algorithm built into the AI that's going to go out there and specifically write the intro, the headline for us, right? So here's the headline. You've got 10 benefits of the keto diet, top 5 benefits of the keto diet. Okay, so there you go. That's going to be our title. So you're going to put that as an H1. So this up here is just going to be your project, what it's called, right? So this is workflow test. So this is not your title up here, just FYI. So your title's down here. We're going to push enter right here. And now we can move on. We're going to copy this, and then you're going to move on to step 2, just like that. And it tells you what you need to use. So this is our hook. And you have a headline right here. So you're just going to put the headline in again and push write for me. And you're just going to continue to move on through this series of steps. And then when you're done with this, you'll have 1,000+ word article. It's a little bit more manual, but there's a lot more control over what you're doing. So that's something that's really cool about this. I just wanted to show you a couple of these steps and then I'll move on. You see right here, a few years ago, a friend told me about this low carb, high fat. So this is a hook, right? So in this post, I'm going to show you the benefits of the ketogenic diet, one of the most popular weight loss. So really cool. Let's just go with this one. So you have a little bit of a hook. Oh, I had that highlighted. You want to put the cursor down and then you want to put your plus button there. And you can come over here and you could actually italicize that since it's a hook. Then you could push return again. And then you're going to move to step 3 and you're going to use the headline and it's going to create an introduction for us based on the headline. We're going to push write for me as well. So once you get used to using this workflow, you could pump out articles very quickly with this and be involved with what you're writing as well. Because right here, at any point, we can write inside of this editor and use the editor to, add any kind of images inside of this editor. So it's a full-blown editor, which is really, really cool. I'll do some more testing on copying and pasting this into WordPress to see how well that actually pastes in. But so far, this is one of the best, cleanest, user-friendly interfaces that I've seen in an AI writer. So when you click over here, you want to make sure you put the cursor where you want this text to go, the ketogenic diet, and here is an introduction. So we just push the plus button. Okay. Then you would move on to step 4. I'm going to move forward, but you would use the headline again. He explains what the nut graph is. I'm not really sure what that is. You can skip steps too if you don't want to do that. You can also, now you would go in, let me just show you the outline. So top 5 benefits, throw that in, push enter. You can adjust, now you can adjust this dial, but Nico suggests the default ones work really well, and that's why they're where they're at. They're set where they're kind of optimized the best. You can adjust that if you want, but I'm just leaving it to the default for now. So it just came up with some, we want 5, right? And it came up with a ton. But you can lose weight, you can keep the weight off, you can feel great, have more energy, boost brain function. So it comes up with 5. We'll just go with that, right? So we're just going to come through here, push enter, and then push the plus button. And now you have your outline here. And then you just keep moving to the next steps. Now make sure you subscribe. So I'm going to do some more testing with this, and I'm going to do a full-blown tutorial on this tool here. And I'll do that in my next video, actually, because I'm getting excited about this tool. So I want to do a full tutorial on this. So make sure to subscribe. So tomorrow's video, you will actually get a full in-depth tutorial on how to use the ultimate blog post wizard, right? So there's the wizard. I'm going to just push save. And then I'm going to come back and just show one more thing. If we went over to workflows, I'm going to just title it sales page workflow test, save. Then we're going to come through and we're going to open that one up. And then we're going to go through here under workflows. And now all I have to do is just come over here, sales letter workflow, and push open. So these are going to be the really cool things about ClosersCopy. You have, this one's going to have 14 steps. And you're going to come in here and let's just keep with what we had just for fun. We're going to put the top 5 benefits. So actually, I'm not going to go top 5. I'm just going to say benefits of the keto diet. Let's say you have a product that's benefits of the keto diet or something like that, right? So it's going to go out there. It's going to create our headline. So here you go. You're making a sales page. So you don't want this to just say benefits of a keto diet, right? That's extremely boring. It's not engaging. But what you will get is something like this. When you use the tool ClosersCopy, the ketogenic diet can help your kids stop eating junk food and get leaner, or the simple way to burn fat and build muscle, right? Finally, you can have your keto cake and eat it too. So or right here, the keto diet, a low carb, high fat, fat burning keto diet with no exceptions. Why the ketogenic diet is the most powerful weight loss plan on the planet. This one is super cool. So you just push add, right? So you have your headline, and we can come clean that part up right now. And then you would just move on to step 2, right? So then now it wants your headline again. So you would just take your headline here and you would put it in here, and then you just push write for me. And now what you're doing is you're building a sales letter. And let me show you an example of a couple sales letters. So here's one of my products, and I used the copy from ClosersCopy to actually create this, right? So I'm going to go check out the live page. It's on plrgrid.com, one of my brands, and we use Bulletproof Video Machine, and all this YouTube transforms your business. We had learned from what we've learned from 250 video. So the text that I showed you earlier, I created it all in ClosersCopy. Look, it's live on this site right here. Okay. It's live on this site. It looks gorgeous on the site. Okay. And it was a nice sales letter. We did this whole thing right here. Okay. And we sold this product, and I sold this product, and it was a profitable product. So you can actually use this to create sales letters that actually make you money and sell. So that's just a little proof for you. So here you go. You have an opening. It's time you learned the truth about the keto diet. So all you do is just click your cursor over here, push the enter button, and push the plus button. And then you would move on to step 3. And then a lot of them use the problem, but then eventually, or they use the headline, and then now problem. You're going to identify a problem, and then you're going to use the problem for the next ones, and then solution. So, and then you're going to have this nice, really big sales letter. Now, you can actually use this tool to create sales letters and sales copy, and then sell this to clients, or sell your services on Fiverr or Upwork, or have your own website, and where you're reaching out to clients and finding people on LinkedIn that need sales copy. The sky's the limit. So that's going to conclude my review for ClosersCopy. The software is just so big. It's hard to do all of we could never do all the tests. If I came in here to frameworks and I showed you all these frameworks, I just can't show you all of the different tools that this software has. I mean, it has a million different tools in here. It's literally one of the most robust video descriptions, channel descriptions. It's one of the most robust AI tools out there on the market, period. So all in all, I'm very impressed and pleased with what I'm seeing with the quality of the content it's spitting out now. They're coming up with really good workflows so you can control. That's one of my biggest pet peeves about AI is when it goes off on tangents and it's actually not staying on topic, and you're actually trying to write about something that is very specific and not just these generic ketogenic diet. So ketogenic diet, like a basic blog post that almost any AI could come up with some pretty decent content for. But I'm talking about watching my last video where I'm using a software to write 4,000 words that stays on topic about a very specific topic, right? And so that's what I'm going to do in my review. When we do the workflow, I'll pick a very specific topic. We'll go through the workflow and see how well ClosersCopy does. But so far, I do think that this is really, really good. ClosersCopy, I knew it was a good tool. It did rank highly. I believe I gave it an A on my top ranked AI softwares for 2021. So I'm going to be using this more because a lot of you are reaching out and a lot of you like ClosersCopy. So I want to bring this content to you guys as well and use this because there are some really good advantages to this. It is very robust and it can do a lot more things. It will gain the edge when it comes to sales copy and creating an entire sales page. It actually has workflows that will allow you to control your content to make sure it stays as a sales letter, which I don't think there's any other AI writers out there that actually do that. So that's it for this review. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on my next tutorial on ClosersCopy. And make sure you comment as well so you can be in the running to win my YouTube course, which I'll reveal in my next video. Thanks, guys. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.